What's happening, everybody? You already know this beard, you know this face. 330 BCG MMG as usual, Stalley, and this is Hot New Hip Hop.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Baker with HotNewHipHop.com. I'm with an artist. He's from Ohio, Blue Collar Gang. He was a BET Music Matters artist, Maybach Music. His first mixtape, Gone 8, dropped, and now he's about to come out with his debut album entitled Ohio is dropping. October 27th. What's good, Stalley? How
What's
you feeling?
going on? How you? I'm feeling great.
I'm good, man.
I'm feeling blessed. October 27th.
October
this Monday,
27th.
my
this
debut
Monday.
album. I'm smiling ear to ear, so I'm excited.
So before we get into that, how excited are you about the NBA season? Because you from Ohio,
Yeah.
So you been rooting for the Cavs? Or?
Of course, I'm a Cavs fan since Mark Price, Larry Nance, you know what I mean?
Okay.
John Battle, Terrell Brandon days, I'm an OG when it comes to that. But, of course, we're excited about having LeBron, having Kevin Love,
Right.
having Kyrie, the big three, Dion. I mean, we got some talent, and we're excited about that. Yeah, hopefully get a championship soon.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, yeah.
I won't jinx nothing.
All right, so let's take it to Twitter. You tweeted like the other day.
Yeah.
You almost worked every retail job in New York. So
True story.
what's some of the retail jobs that you worked in New York?
Name a store.
Let's see, H&M.
Yup.
What else you got? Like Banana Republic. You got
Gap, though.
Gap. Okay.
Yeah.
Urban Outfitters.
No. Well, so I'm trying to Uniqlo.
Okay.
I worked there, and then I worked jobs like Sharper Image. I worked at Lint Chocolate. I worked at Alife, of course.
Oh, yeah, you was everywhere.
Yeah, I was a little bit of everywhere. I even worked at Old Navy for Abercrombie and Fitch, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I was a retail grinder.
Okay, so let's talk about this album.
Yeah.
It's coming out Monday.
Yes.
October the 27th.
Yes.
And it's titled Ohio.
Yes.
So let's talk about the name. What made you just want to entitle it Ohio? Because you basically carrying Ohio on your back.
Right. Man, my main reason was for that, to put it on my back, to really lift it up in the game of hip hop and music in general. We've had so much talent, so many pioneers, that funk, that soul, that sound has been there for years. We've had talented hip hop artists, rock bands, so forth. So I'm just trying to really bring that light on hip hop, really bring that sound, that Midwest sound. I don't really think that we've had a Midwest sound that we could really say that's the sound, because being from the Midwest, we're blessed enough to be able to get everything from everywhere. We're the true melting pot because everybody comes from everywhere.
Right.
And, so I feel like our sound sometimes is influenced by everything, but I really was honing in on creating a sound that was true to Ohio with the funk roots and the soul roots, but also unique to my sound and my flow and what I've brought to the game thus far.
Yeah, and it's good that you bringing it back because right now you hear the whole ATL style, you hear the Cali style, but then let's throw it in there with a Midwest Ohio type of style.
Exactly, and that's what we really need for the game. We haven't had that. Like you said, the West has had its run, the East Coast has had its run, the South has, but up north and in the Midwest, we really haven't had that big run. And we have a lot. We always had pockets like Chicago's doing their thing, Detroit always doing their thing, St. Louis had the time, with Nelly and everything, even with Ohio, and Bone and everything. So it's really about just bringing it all together and really making that movement and that push forth in hip hop.
Okay, so speaking of sound, I heard the album because, it was streaming.
Yeah, definitely.
I like Boom, and there's a couple tracks that I like on there.
Too.
But let's talk about the One More Shot.
Yeah.
Because the One More Shot is like a different feel because it's like, okay, I can hear it in the club. I can even hear this one on the radio.
Right. And and that's what it was because, of course, in the Midwest, we like to party. We like to, be in the clubs and the house parties, also in the strip clubs, and I just wanted to make something for those guys, too.
Right.
And even when you mentioned Boomin', I wanted to make a song that reminded me of the days of me watching the Hustlers and all those guys that used to stand on the block making money, you know what I'm saying? And that was for them, all those guys that over the stove, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just really wanted to make something that was straight Midwest, but it touched on every type of guy every type of personality, every type of female, and their personalities as well. Just something for everybody.
Yeah, and it's dope that you can do that. And you were actually talking about how Rick Ross actually helped you influence the album, and he gave you opportunity because, you know, you said that your story is original, your flow is original,
Definitely.
and your game is original.
Definitely.
So, like, how was he a part of this whole
Well,
project?
he was part of it by just, you know, first and foremost, just believing in me, you know, and giving me this opportunity. You know, Ross, when he first seen me, he saw that I was, you know, a genius, a superstar. Those were the words that he used, and he wanted to help me, you know, be able to give that to the world.
Right.
And that's what he did. You know, he gave me the opportunity to take control of the steering wheel and really, you know, guide my whole career and guide myself through everything. And that's the best thing that he could have did for me, is just give me the opportunity to sit in the studio and create this album. And now we here, October 27th.
Actually, here, yeah, I was actually surprised because I thought, you know, he was gonna get Wale or that album,
Yeah.
or, you know, some more members
Yeah, shout
of
out
MMG.
Wale and all the MMG. You know, with me, when it comes to working on the album, I just go with the flow. I go with, you know, what I hear, who I hear on it. If you know my music from Going Ape, like you said,
Right,
to
exactly.
now, it's not really featured heavy. You know what I'm saying? I definitely love to work with friends, and that's family. Well, you know, Wale, Meek, Ross, all the MMG, Rocky, Fat Trell, everybody, you know, the list goes on. They all family. But with this album, it was just me, again, creating a sound, creating what I felt represented my state and me as a man. And, you know, everybody that's on there was meant to be on there, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because some people will probably even say, yo, why isn't nobody from Ohio on there? But it's just the way it flows, man. It's all about, you know, chemistry. It's all about putting together that complete project.
Right.
And sometimes certain people don't make it, or certain feels, and I don't like to force anything. That's what I should say. I don't like to force anything.
Yeah, and I feel like since it's your debut album, it gives people more of a sense of, okay, who is Stalley? Because you don't have that many features on there. So,
Right.
of course, like, people just want to hear you for you versus hearing you featuring somebody else as well.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Now, I was saying, like, it's good that people hear you for just hearing you instead of just hearing, like, you with a feature based on somebody else.
Exactly. You know, I love to give them as much as me as possible. You know, at the end of the day, I think that's what's important, especially on a debut album. It's
Right.
just truly an introduction to who I am, and that's what it is.
Okay, so before we go, what do you want to tell the fans out there before the album drop? And plus, you got a birthday coming up October 30th, too.
October 30th, my birthday. But, you know, first, you know, I just like to say I thank you to all the supporters, everybody who supported me from day one. Thank you for getting me to this point. You know, without them, I wouldn't be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you get that album October 27th. You can pre-order it now, man. I love y'all. What else, man? I'm just excited. I'm
Right.
excited for the world to hear it. And if you aren't a Stalley fan, you will be if you take the time out to listen to this album, because it's something for everybody on there. So pay attention.
And you got to let everybody know where to follow you at on Twitter.
Yeah.
Instagram,
Follow
all
me
that.
on Twitter, Instagram, @Stalley, Stalley. Yeah, man. So follow the journey. Tours is coming up after the album drops. So if I'm in your city, come out. Always a good time. Always great energy at the Stalley show. So come out and support that too.
And that is a wrap. You checking out hotnewhiphop.com with myself, Baker, the homie Stalley. And make sure you get his debut album on Monday. It's entitled Ohio.
October 27th. This
October
Monday.
27th.
Get that.
This is Hot New Hip Hop, and you just got baked.
All right, so what we're gonna do right now is we have all the fans standing out here in the rain, so I want to see how loud they can get. We're in New York, man. You got to get pretty loud to be too loud. What's up, everybody?
People don't really actually know how much writing I really do, you know what I'm saying? I did the latest shit for Travis Scott and T.I., the record that they got, the brand new Travis shit, I wrote that. I did the...
Pass a message on or something like that, you know. No,
Two of them are through them.
yeah.
Pause.
They're not in a position where they could just scrap it out in the street and it'd be over.